with Ted Perry, Mary Stoker-Smith, and Tom Walks.
Coupon books, magazines, popcorn. We buy stuff we really don't need from those school fundraisers because we trust that the money is going to help kids.
Yeah, but what happens when you never get what you bought and the kids never see a dime? Wait until you see how one coach and MPS reacted when Fox 6 investigator Amanda St. Hilaire pushed for answers.
It's not about speed or even accuracy. Milwaukee Public Schools parents will tell you the most crucial part of the game for their kids is trust.
It lets the children know, how to be in a team environment, how to work with others, and how to prevail.
But for the Grand Tosa Drive Mighty Dragons, the problem isn't trusting each other.
I just think it's real unfortunate.
It's trusting the adults.
I know I let them down.
I can't promise that.
Does anyone here have the answer to that?
Something fishy is really going on.
So go ahead, grab your popcorn, because that is where all this starts.
I was excited.
A parent meeting in November sold LaToya Spencer on selling popcorn for her 8th grade son's basketball team.
I got good sales here.
LaToya trusted the person in charge, her son's coach, Savante Petway. He said the profits would purchase new uniforms.
I'm like, oh, this is nice. This will be a good way to show our young man or, give our young man confidence.
LaToya collected 64 popcorn orders, totaling $960.
And the boys and the team, they like, oh, what? They all, geeked up. Oh, what? That means we're getting the uniforms.
Coach Petway took the money to order the popcorn. But LaToya got suspicious when Petway pushed back the popcorn arrival date 5 times in 1 month.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Miss Spencer, I didn't get around to calling you. The popcorn should be here this Friday or Saturday.
When it wasn't, LaToya called the fundraiser company. They told her what they told us. There was no popcorn order.
My reaction was like, excuse me?
LaToya went to MPS. The school district denied knowing about the fundraiser, calling it unauthorized.
I just want to return these people money. They're thinking I took their money, pulled a Ponzi scheme.
Petway promised LaToya a refund, but she started having deja vu when he kept pushing that back too.
It's one story after another.
First, Petway said he couldn't get the money until his mom got back from Chicago.
I didn't question it because I knew it was BS.
Then he told parents he used the fundraiser money to help his family.
I understand what you're saying, your settlement money, your niece and all that, but at the end of the day,
Yes, sir.
you got monies from all these parents, man,
Yes,
and you did not do what you're supposed to do with the money.
So I know it's kind of late. I'm working on it right now.
Days later, Petway brought a third story to Facebook Live.
And I know I let them down. But what was I supposed to do? My life was in danger. If somebody put a gun to your head and put a gun to your head, how would you feel? I had to do what I had to do. Whether you believe me or not, I was a victim. I was a victim of robbery.
You're not the victim. The children are the victim. You got children at their churches setting up tables, selling popcorn to the congregation, only to be robbed. We were robbed. You wasn't robbed. We were robbed.
Leaving parents with questions about how this happened in the first place.
My trust is so low with the MPS system.
Public records from 2018 and most of 2019 show at least 14 MPS investigations into missing funds. The school district couldn't figure out how $200 went missing from a girls' basketball game, or track down $849 in Bayview field trip funds. Theft of camp money totaled more than $2,000. At least $2,800 went missing from other schools.
Do you think I can go back for another fundraiser, let's say a year from now, and say, hey, could you promote my son or my daughter's this, that, and a third? They're not going to do it.
MPS has policies about keeping track of school funds, but are they working? Do they need updating? We asked the school district to answer questions on camera. The communications director said she did not have anyone. So,
Motion and a proper second.
we found someone. But Superintendent Keith Posley wasn't exactly chatty.
Down, I'm getting ready to start a board meeting.
Okay, can we catch you right after?
I can't promise that.
He did promise the communications director would talk.
I'm trying.
because I don't have the answer to that.
Does anyone here have the answer to that?
We are in a room filled with the people entrusted with running Milwaukee Public Schools, and no one will have a conversation about how they protect money that's supposed to go to the kids.
Meeting's about to start. Okay, can we step outside and talk? So no one here has any answers for how these dollars are supposed to be spent.
Bringing us back to Coach Petway. He said he'd talk on camera, even gave an address. That's not him.
He gave us this as his address.
No Petway.
Okay, do you know who he is? No?
Coach Petway gave us the same treatment he gave parents. In 1 week, he claimed to live at 3 different addresses and picked 3 different interview times. He never showed. Each time, Petway claimed he was meeting with his attorney. But during one of those attorney meetings, our producer caught him hanging around this apartment.
Savante, we know you're in there. What did you do with the money that all those parents gave you?
Savante Petway and his changing stories stayed locked behind that door. But Grand Tosa Drive parents say what happened to them needs to be out in the open.
It's not just about the popcorn, it's about the kids' trust.
You'll find that trust on the court. It's the trust off the court that will take time to rebuild.
Savante Petway has not been charged with the crime. The district attorney's office told us the investigation is still open. Petway now says he'll talk to us tomorrow. We'll see if he shows up.
Well, in the meantime, did you hear anything more from MPS?
We did. On Friday night, the school district sent us an email. The communications director said Coach Petway is no longer with MPS. Now, originally, parents said MPS told them they'd need to go to small claims court to get their money back. But now the school district says it's handling refunds for parents who want them, and everyone else should get their popcorn soon. MPS is still not saying whether it will change its fundraiser practices going forward.
Look, like one of the parents said, this isn't just about the popcorn. Why did this issue have such an impact on the entire MPS community?
It all comes down to the fact that fundraisers, they fuel kids' sports and activities. So when that money doesn't go where it's supposed to go, it's hard to rebuild that broken trust. School districts don't get a crystal ball. They can't possibly control every employee's actions all the time, but they can be transparent about how they try to protect your money, and that's what this comes down to.
Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you.
Coming up.